Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 58. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Green Bay Packers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self, because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting a shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on second down. His throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. Third down here.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Jaguars. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Down at the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
And blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Buchanan. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Leonard Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Made at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On first down, Rodgers. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Rodgers sacked.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
At the 33-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 14. Packers nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette running out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Packers nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive. Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know what else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Rodgers.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
C.J. Henderson.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Drops incomplete as he got hooked as he was throwing it.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run with Fournette. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers ready to take over offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Buchanan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fournette on the counter. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down in the 38. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. What did they rely on? What they have confidence in? What they feel like they can block?
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll set up a throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's J.K. Scott now. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's able to get it out of there. Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and go a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but you know, some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well, their team not doing well, they're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you've got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive.
Rodgers pass.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but
and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up about the 31. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
So first that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
17. Packers 3.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and all set. He motivates your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
1 yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Fournette. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That one goes for 8 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Fournette. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And 1.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
88. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 17-yard line.
On the slant, this is Chark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players spotlight. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We're on Green Bay.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
9-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Miles Jack, the quarterback.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. On third down, Fournette. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is Fournette. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The kicker here, it's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. A great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Packers 3.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Rodgers again now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way to the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the run, it's Fournette. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly.
And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Now the Packers get set to go. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Number 27, Leonard.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Leonard Fournette on the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
On the draw, this is Fournette.
46-yard
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, he'll be stopped well short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packers offense set to go. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Miles Jack. Aaron Rodgers sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers outright. This is Boyle, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete. to Devontae Adams.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 20.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing. And the pressure gets to him again. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. And he's going to go down again.
So we've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now Rodgers got to have this one. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.